Good evening and welcome to the 62nd Annual Carol of Lights. My name is Allison Hirth alongside Chris Cook.
If you've watched the Carol of Lights broadcast before, you'll notice things look a little different this year. But we hope you'll enjoy this pre-show and the ceremony, which will be coming up here in just a bit.
Well, considering the health and safety of all involved, this year's Carol of Lights is entirely virtual. Tonight we'll see new features created specifically for this online event. We'll also take a look back at Carol of Lights ceremonies from the past. We hope all of it reflects the tradition you know and love.
The Carol of Lights really marks the start of the holiday season for Red Raiders all over the state, the country, and even the world. And there's another tradition many look forward to each year, and that's the release of the holiday ornament by the Office of the President. So if you're looking for the perfect gift, we've got you covered. Take a look.
They're behind some of the most beloved traditions at Texas Tech. From wrapping Will Rogers and soap suds to forming the bell circle before football and baseball games. They ring the victory bells after Red Raider wins and carry the flares to kick off Carol of Lights. And now the Saddle Tramps are part of another Texas Tech tradition. The Student Spirit Organization is featured on this year's official university ornament. Since 1997, the Office of the President has released a holiday ornament. This year marks the 24th edition, and it's now available for purchase. Thousands of ornaments are sold every year, and the money made through ornament sales goes to student scholarships. Visit ornaments.ttu.edu for more information. Be sure to check out that site, and before the ceremony gets underway, we'll have a handful of guests here to talk about the hard work that went into making this virtual Carol of Lights possible.
So, whether you're watching from your TV or computer screen, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the 62nd Annual Carol of Lights. We'll be right back.
It all began with the first loud and proud graduates of Texas Tech. Those dreamers and trailblazers had a vision to create an organization that would serve as a connection for alumni and help the university continue to grow and strive. That vision for the Texas Tech Alumni Association has never changed. We represent more than 200,000 alumni across the world. No matter what you do or where your life takes you, you're part of the loud and proud alumni of Texas Tech. You're one of us.
Look at this beautiful table.
For generations, United Supermarkets has cherished our part in the special holiday memories made by the families we serve. That's why we close our doors on Christmas Day, allowing all team members to be home, sharing in those moments with their own families. Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
The Museum of Texas Tech University is now open with an adjusted schedule Thursdays through Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., featuring exhibits that include an in-depth depiction of the 7 major habitats that exist in our region with the museum's new permanent gallery, Biodiversity of the Llano Estacado. Lubbock Lake Landmark is also open and ready to explore Thursdays through Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. More information is available at museum.ttu.edu.
I'm vastly
different.
Vastly different.
Now more than ever, it's important to put your health first. Breast cancer screenings are down 62%, while risk factors continue to increase. Life is busy. Your calendar is exhausting. But we want you to feel empowered scheduling your annual mammogram. We want you to feel safe at UMC. We want you to know that at UMC, our passion is your well-being, whether it's getting you healthy or keeping you healthy.
For the past 20 years, we've invited students to expand their minds, to venture outside the classroom and across the globe, to speak truth to power, and to step forward in times of need. More information about the 20th anniversary is available at honors.ttu.edu/2020.
Welcome back. I'm joined now by Anna Burton with University Student Housing. Hi, Anna.
Hello.
How are you? Thanks for joining us tonight.
I'm happy to be here.
What is your involvement with the Carol of Lights this year?
Yeah, I'm one of the coordinators for the Carol of Lights event. I've coordinated the event for about 3 years now.
So what goes into, this is unique this
Yes.
year, no doubt. So when did the planning start to go virtual? When did you realize this is going to be a virtual event? And how much planning has been involved in that?
Yes, there's been lots of planning for Carol of Lights. Every year there's a lot of planning with a lot of folks helping out throughout the university and with University Student Housing. And so we selected our students in April, and we began planning for this year in the height of COVID back in May. And so when the semester began, that's when we started working with the Office of the President to get direction for the event. And a couple of weeks in, I think October is when we found out that we needed to go virtual, solely virtual. And so we amped up everything for the planning to make sure that we stayed safe with the lights and folks planning with the singing and all of the parts for the event with the student committee in mind of how do we make an event like Carol of Lights virtual with still the special interactions and the things that happens with Carol of Lights that makes it so special. And so
I would imagine the collaboration involved and the number of groups, number of people may have even increased over recent years. But how has that process been working together with so many people?
Me and my committee, we've had to reach out to lots of folks, lots of emails, lots of phone calls, different meetings on Zoom and Skype, just to talk about how to make sure that this event still happens and still make it as special as it has been the 61 years that it's been around. And so we have folks from the community helping out. We have lots of people from the university helping out with the event. And so there's lots of coordination for the event.
And what can people expect from this year's event? Again, we've talked about it being virtual.
Yes.
But what can they expect, and how has you and your team managed to make this an event that can be similar to those in the past, but watching online?
Yes, so it's been fun working with the student committee. They've had lots of ideas on how to still make it as engaging as it has been in the past. This year they decided to have a flip the switch contest with our students on campus so they can be engaged. And so with the contest, it's a social media contest where we selected a student to actually flip the switch to turn on the lights tonight. Because in the past we've had the RHA president do it, and this year we wanted to get more of the engagement from the students because we can't be in person. We wanted to make sure that someone other than the student committee and the students that typically participate in it was engaged in it as well. And so that's one exciting thing that we've done this year. And then we have giveaways that we've been giving out to our students living on campus to make sure that they know that Carol of Lights is still happening, but it's happening virtually.
And what do you hope people take away from this year's event?
It's still the magic of the event. So sing at home, right? So still sing at home and follow along. Check out our website for past videos. Still enjoy the event. We don't have to be outside in the cold this year, and so you can have coffee or hot chocolate or cider or whatever beverage that you enjoy from home, and just enjoy it with other folks that you would have enjoyed it with in person.
Well, Anna, thank you so much, and thank you so much to you and your team for the work that you've put into making this year's event special.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll return right after this break.
It all began with the first loud and proud graduates of Texas Tech. Those dreamers and trailblazers had a vision to create an organization that would serve as a connection for alumni and help the university continue to grow and strive. That vision for the Texas Tech Alumni Association has never changed. We represent more than 200,000 alumni across the world. No matter what you do or where your life takes you, you're part of the loud and proud alumni of Texas Tech. You're one of us.
Look at this beautiful table.
For generations, United Supermarkets has cherished our part in the special holiday memories made by the families we serve. That's why we close our doors on Christmas Day, allowing all team members to be home, sharing in those moments with their own families. Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
The Museum of Texas Tech University is now open with an adjusted schedule Thursdays through Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., featuring exhibits that include an in-depth depiction of the 7 major habitats that exist in our region with the museum's new permanent gallery, Biodiversity of the Llano Estacado. Lubbock Lake Landmark is also open and ready to explore Thursdays through Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. More information is available at museum.ttu.edu.
I'm vastly
different.
Vastly different.
Now more than ever, it's important to put your health first. Breast cancer screenings are down 62%, while risk factors continue to increase. Life is busy. Your calendar is exhausting. But we want you to feel empowered scheduling your annual mammogram. We want you to feel safe at UMC. We want you to know that at UMC, our passion is your well-being, whether it's getting you healthy or keeping you healthy.
For the past 20 years, we've invited students to expand their minds, to venture outside the classroom and across the globe, to speak truth to power, and to step forward in times of need. More information about the 20th anniversary is available at honors.ttu.edu/2020.
In the studio with us now is Texas Tech President Lawrence Skuvenik. Dr. Skuvenik, thanks so much for being here with us tonight. So let's start by talking about this event. Like most events in 2020, Carol of Lights has gone virtual. Now this is disappointing, obviously, to many people who look forward to attending this event in person every single year. But it was a decision that had to be made. Talk us through how you arrived at this.
The Carol of Lights is certainly one of the most cherished of Texas Tech traditions. It's also one of the most beautiful. And that beauty comes from the lights on campus and the fact that we're there together. So I recognize that this won't be the same experience, but it's such an important part of the culture of Texas Tech. We wanted to make sure that we still had a chance to celebrate the Christmas and holiday season. But given the situation that we're facing, it would not have been a responsible thing to do. And this event is much about the connection of Texas Tech to Lubbock and our surrounding community. And we owe a lot to Lubbock and the surrounding community, and that includes acting as responsibly and safely as possible. So that's why we decided that we should do this virtually. And as you've said, Allison, like so many things, this is a disappointment, but I think it still speaks to the spirit of the Red Raider family that we're continuing to celebrate the Carol of Lights.
So for many of the alumni and friends of the university who are watching tonight, would you give us an update on how the fall semester has been?
There are no perfect solutions to the challenges we've faced. But I couldn't be more proud of our students, the staff and the faculty for the manner in which they've persevered. Texas Tech has been very transparent in reporting active cases and keeping people apprised of how we're doing. And though we've had a significant number of cases, the number of active cases has dropped steadily throughout the semester. Even now, as you see a spike in the Lubbock community, our numbers are still very manageable. And that's a testament, I think, to the way the students have responded. There have been frustrations. We do have probably more face-to-face than many universities, but even so, we would acknowledge that for students, the online experience isn't their first preference, but the faculty and the staff have continued to work with them, and the students, I think, have been wonderful in the way that they have adhered to the TTU commitment. So, as I've said, there's not a perfect solution to these challenges, but I think the Red Raider spirit has been very evident in the way we've dealt with COVID-19.
Planning for the university centennial has not slowed down because of COVID, and it is right around the corner. We know that Carol of Lights is going to play an important part in kicking off that celebration. Talk to us a little bit about that.
We had a meeting to finalize 100 events and people that will be featured in a publication we're going to put out as part of the centennial. 100 voices for 100 years. And as we were going over that list of names, I told the people that were there with me, just think how much we're going to appreciate celebrating that centennial as we look back on the challenge of what we've gone through. So I think the centennial would be a very significant event in its own right, but it's going to be a chance, I think, to really celebrate what we've been through, how we've managed it. It will begin in December of 2022 at the Carol of Lights, and it will conclude in December of 2023 with the Carol of Lights. And we will have special Texas Tech alums who will be singing at the Carol of Lights. I look forward to that very, very much, and I think it's going to be a wonderful chance to celebrate just what Texas Tech has been and what it will be.
Yeah, we look forward to hopefully celebrating that in person in 2022. Dr. Skivenik, thanks so much for being here with us tonight.
Thank you, Allison. I appreciate it.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I hope you're enjoying the 62nd Annual Carol of Lights here at Texas Tech University. This special presentation is brought to you from viewers like you. That's right, we rely on contributions from you as a member-based organization to bring you all of the productions and content that you love where you love to see it at, whether that's right here on Channel 5 or across our social media or our website. All of our programming costs a lot of money, and we need your membership and your donation to be able to continue to bring you all of the content you love, including the recent Charlie Brown holiday specials. I hope you watched those with your family and enjoyed, just like you're doing tonight. So go to our website, kttz.org, and donate today. We rely on you, and we thank you.
You're watching the 62nd Annual Carol of Lights. The ceremony will get started here shortly. For now, let's go out to Allison, who's on campus with a special guest.
Chris, thanks so much. I'm joined here with Madison Klom, and we're going to talk just a second about what you're doing here tonight. But first, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Of course. I'm from Weimar, Texas, and I am currently a freshman creative media industries major here at Texas Tech University.
Okay, so the reason you're here tonight is because you entered a contest to be able to flip the switch, which we have right here, to turn on the lights for Carol of Lights tonight. Tell me, why did you enter the contest? Tell me about the process.
The Texas Tech University Residence Halls Association actually posted the information for the Flip the Switch contest on their Instagram, and my roommate sent me the information and I knew that I had to enter. I was super excited. I tagged everyone that I knew under the post, shared the post to my Instagram story, and messaged them about my favorite memory here at Texas Tech this semester.
And what was your favorite memory?
My favorite memory this semester has definitely been meeting the masked rider and the fearless champion for the first time.
Okay, so when you found out that you won the contest to be able to do this tonight, what was your reaction?
I was absolutely exhilarated, and I still am. I can't believe that I'm here participating in Carol of the Lights in such a unique way.
Yeah, and you've never been to a Carol of Lights before. As you mentioned, you're a freshman, so this is your very first one, and what a unique year this is. Tell me what you're most looking forward to tonight.
I think I'm most looking forward to flipping the switch. This is definitely going to be a cherished memory for years to come, and I just cannot wait to be able to participate in this experience.
Madison, thanks so much for being here with us tonight. We're going to check back in with you a little bit later when you flip this switch, but we appreciate it. Thanks so much. Chris, back to you.
Thanks, Allison. In studio with us now is Hunter Robinson, a student committee member for Carol of Lights. Hi, Hunter.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks for joining us.
Of course.
So as a student committee member, how many years have you been involved with Carol of Lights?
This will actually be my first year. I'm actually involved with the behind-the-scenes part of Carol of Lights.
What drew your interest to get involved?
So actually for RHA, part of my positional duties is I serve as our committee chair for the Carol of Lights committee. Also, it's kind of fun to be a part of Tech's longest standing tradition, something that students get very excited about when they come here, before they even come here, Lubbock community members. So it was just really exciting, and that's what drew me into the committee.
When did you first get involved? Was this, I know it's this year, but
yeah.
Was it back in the spring when the discussion started planning for this year?
So actually, we started in summer.
Okay.
Started talking about Carol of Lights things, started scheduling our meetings so that when we got here for fall, we would kind of hit the ground running, actually.
How's that planning process gone?
The planning process has gone very interestingly. I think this year with COVID, obviously things are not the same, so we've kind of been trying to work around that and maneuver that. But overall, I think all of the students and the faculty members that serve on the committee are doing an awesome job.
Well, so what, if you think about all the time students have, and I say all the time students have, all the time they devote to their studies and to other activities, how is it that you are able to balance this responsibility with your current schedule?
It's definitely crazy. I think that part of the great part about this year is that things are online, so it's easier to fit things in right after the other because we do meet virtually for the committee. And then also just keeping a planner and keeping my schedule on Outlook and getting those reminders sent to me every day.
So why get involved? What makes this event so special to you as a student?
As I stated before, I think that so many students know about Carol of Lights. Like I said, this is our 62nd annual Carol of Lights, so it's something that Tech is known for at this point. For Presidents-elect, I actually give tours, and so students will ask me about that all the time. So when is Carol of Lights? How's that? And I always say that you're not a true Red Raider until you've been to a Carol of Lights before.
So what is your favorite part of the tradition?
My favorite part is probably when the president of RHA actually flips the switch and the lights come on, and it's like that moment of flooredness from the audience. Everyone's just like, oh my goodness, and it's a very good part.
What's been your favorite part of the collaboration with so many different groups? What's been your favorite part of this process?
Honestly, I think just growing as a student leader, from everyone who serves on these committees, from the advisors to the students, everyone has something to offer, and it's just so amazing what everyone can do.
Well, Hunter, that's great. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for all you're doing for Carol of Lights this year.
Of course, thank you.
We'll be right back after this break.
It all began with the first loud and proud graduates of Texas Tech. Those dreamers and trailblazers had a vision to create an organization that would serve as a connection for alumni and help the university continue to grow and strive. That vision for the Texas Tech Alumni Association has never changed. We represent more than 200,000 alumni across the world. No matter what you do or where your life takes you, you're part of the loud and proud alumni of Texas Tech. You're one of us.
Look at this beautiful table.
For generations, United Supermarkets has cherished our part in the special holiday memories made by the families we serve. That's why we close our doors on Christmas Day, allowing all team members to be home, sharing in those moments with their own families. Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
The Museum of Texas Tech University is now open with an adjusted schedule Thursdays through Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., featuring exhibits that include an in-depth depiction of the 7 major habitats that exist in our region with the museum's new permanent gallery, Biodiversity of the Llano Estacado. Lubbock Lake Landmark is also open and ready to explore Thursdays through Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. More information is available at museum.ttu.edu.
I'm vastly
different. Vastly different.
Now more than ever, it's important to put your health first. Breast cancer screenings are down 62%, while risk factors continue to increase. Life is busy. Your calendar is exhausting. But we want you to feel empowered scheduling your annual mammogram. We want you to feel safe at UMC. We want you to know that at UMC, our passion is your well-being, whether it's getting you healthy or keeping you healthy.
For the past 20 years, we've invited students to expand their minds, to venture outside the classroom and across the globe, to speak truth to power, and to step forward in times of need. More information about the 20th anniversary is available at honors.ttu.edu/2020.
If you ask any Red Raider, Carol of Lights is also a highlight of their time here at Texas Tech.
Yeah, that's right. So we asked you to share photos from some of your favorite Carol of Lights moments. Here's a look now at some of those. I love seeing all of those photos. Thanks so much for sharing those with us. Now it's time to make some new memories. Send us photos from where you're watching tonight. Just use the hashtag TTUCOL. Let's go outside now for the Saddle Tramp Procession. We hope you enjoy the 62nd Annual Carol of Lights. Tonight's procession is a medley from Carol of Lights over the last 5 years. This version of O Come All Ye Faithful is from Carol of Lights in 2018.
Good evening and welcome to this, the 62nd Carol of Lights. Certainly this year's event is different from the usual experience we know, but it is still a pleasure and a privilege to be with you as we celebrate this cherished university tradition. I hope that in spirit it still reflects the special culture of the Texas Tech University family, and may the lights that shine from our campus this season still send a message of our appreciation and holiday greetings to our friends from the Lubbock and surrounding communities. This year's Carol of Lights is being live streamed to Red Raiders around the world. On behalf of all of us in Lubbock, I send our warm greetings to each of you viewing this ceremony. I hope this evening rekindles in you memories and moments when you were on campus and were able to participate in the Carol of Lights. I want to acknowledge and express my appreciation to all who play a role in making this event possible, especially under the unusual circumstances of this year. But a special thanks to the Residence Hall Association and this year's event chair and president, J.P. Caballero, to all the students who serve on the Carol of Lights committee, along with the supporting staff and advisors, to Dion Green, Senior Associate Director of Student Housing, and Anna Burton, Assistant Director for Student Leadership. The students and the faculty from the School of Music, and the many staff from Grounds and Building Maintenance who strung the lights across the beautiful campus. As this year comes to a close, with the challenges it has presented, I hope the celebration of the Carol of Lights serves to lift your spirits, even as we think of those who've experienced the deep loss of loved ones. And may it remind us to be thankful for each other and the blessings of the past year. During this Christmas and the holiday season, Patty and I wish for each of you and your families the gifts of love, peace, and joy. May God bless you and keep you safe.
We hope you enjoy O Holy Night, recorded new for the 62nd Annual Carol of Lights.
It is the night of a dear
This version of Silent Night comes to you from Carol of Lights in 2015.
Good evening. My name is Juan Pablo Caballero, and I am the president of the Residence Halls Association. Tonight, I have the great privilege of bringing in the holiday season with all of you in our celebration of the 62nd annual Carol of Lights. Our celebration tonight looks a little different than years prior, but I have no doubt tonight is a night filled with Red Raider spirit. It is a night of companionship, merriment, and joy as we come together to celebrate the holiday season. On behalf of RHA and all the student organizations and departments who have worked to bring you this incredible tradition, welcome to the 62nd annual Carol of Lights. Carol of Lights began in 1959 with a small group of Residence Hall students singing carols in Memorial Circle with a display of roughly 5,000 lights. This year, the Student Event Planning Committee selected the theme, the Matador Lights, to convey the generations of tradition these beautiful lights hold within them and the fortitude of the Matador. This evening, I hope you sing at the top of your lungs, enjoy time with friends and family, even if it is virtually. Most of all, I hope you enjoy tonight's Carol of Lights event. It is one of our campus's oldest and most loved traditions, and we hope it will continue to be a shining example of friendship, peace, joy, and resilience in our community for years to come. Whether you are watching from home on KTTZ TV, streaming, or listening tonight, we are grateful to have you join us to help kick off the holiday season. A tradition of this magnitude takes the work of so many dedicated individuals and departments. Carol of Lights would not be possible without the help of many different entities throughout the years. Although this year's event looks different, we want to give a special and huge thank you to everyone who contributed to this year and past years to make this event possible. The Residence Halls Association and I would like to recognize the student groups and TTU departments that have helped throughout the years of Carol of Lights. Alpha Phi Omega, Chi Rho, High Riders, Masked Rider, Raiders Helping Others, Raider Red, Saddle Tramps, Silent Raiders, Women's Service Organization, Athletics, Campus Life, Communications and Marketing, Grounds and Building Maintenance, Hospitality Services, School of Music, Student Disability Services, Texas Tech Police Department, Transportation and Parking Services, and University Student Housing. Additionally, please know this event would not happen if not for the tireless dedication of many individuals and businesses such as Shannon Sound and Lighting and KTTZ TV. This year's Carol of Lights artwork was inspired by the 2019 Carol of Lights art contest winners Lauren Zawadsky and Ashley Rose Marino. Both Lauren and Ashley are Texas Tech students who have shown their love for this event creatively through their artwork. Thank you, Ashley and Lauren, for your contribution and for making this event special. Tonight begins the new Carol of Lights art contest. Applications for the 63rd annual Carol of Lights. Visit the Carol of Lights website to submit your artwork. You never know, you may be selected to be a part of one of the most beautiful traditions we have here at Texas Tech. Lastly, I would like to thank the 2020 Carol of Lights Committee for all of their hard work and time in planning this event. Cedric Adams, TJ Brock, Emily Dempsey, Yugona Nuoba, Victoria Ochotorena, Myra Ramirez, Rachel Reese, Hunter Robinson, Celine Sepulveda, Russell Witt, Whitney Taylor, Luke Ellison, Jessica Webb, Cherise Smith, Anna Burton, and Dion Green. Once again, thank you to everyone who has contributed to making the 62nd annual Carol of Lights event possible this year. Many of you can relate when I say that this event means so much to me as a Texas Tech student. I cannot think of the holiday season and all of our celebrations without Carol of Lights. On behalf of the Residence Halls Association and University Student Housing, thank you for joining us this evening. Please be safe, and we will see you next year.
And now, deck the halls from the 59th annual Carol of Lights.
Thank you for watching the 62nd Annual Carol of Lights.
We hope to see you in person next year for the 63rd annual event, which will be held Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. Guns up and good night.